family. Thank you so much for tuning in again. I hope everybody is happy and healthy. I am really excited. Of course, I'm always excited when I do this, but I'm super extra excited because I have a really neat guest for today. This special person, a furry little friend of ours, likes to travel the world, go to concerts, and crowd surf. You don't want to miss this because today we have That Fckn Panda. Hi, how are you?
I'm doing great. Thanks for having me here today.
Of course, I'm so happy to see you. I can't believe I'm talking to a panda right now.
I know, it's pretty wild, but you're in San Diego, so.
I know, anything can happen in San Diego, right?
Exactly.
I've been following you on Instagram for a while, and I absolutely love all the energy that you put out and everything that you share with everyone as far as just being real and being raw and being authentic and just being yourself. What made you want to go out and provide this character for everybody to kind of live vicariously through?
Great question. So it all started off as a joke, like all good things, I think. But there was an episode of Jackass where everybody was running through the mall in panda suits, and I saw it.
Yeah.
Like, this was in high school. I was like, this is hilarious, so funny. I'm from the Bay Area, and I moved to San Diego and came to college, and like, I don't know, I just had like trouble making friends. I like transferred from community college and like was having a hard time, and I was just joking with my friend one day, and like, this is in 2008, and I was just like, wouldn't it be so funny if I just bought a panda suit and like started going to parties in a panda suit? And she was like, yes, you have to do it. So I was like, okay. So I did it, and then I started showing up in parties, and everyone's just like, what is going on? There's a panda here, like, this is crazy.
Like house parties?
Yeah. just show up, and then I would disappear, and nobody would know who it was.
Oh, that's hilarious.
Oh my God, did you see the panda? That was crazy. And I just got such a kick out of like doing it and then coming out, and people were like, I don't know who that is. Like,
yeah.
What's going on? And then I interned at this radio station, 91X, and they were doing an interview with the Flaming Lips, and they were just like, Rachel, whatever, bring your panda suit. And I was like, okay. So I brought my panda suit, and the manager was there, and she was like, do you want to dance on stage with them? And I'm like, 19 at this time. I'm like, yes, of course I do.
Of course.
So they pulled me up on stage. There's 20,000 people. It was at the Del Mar Fairgrounds in 2009 with the Flaming Lips. And I was just like, oh my gosh, this is what it feels like to be a rock star.
Yeah.
But I don't have any talent. Like, I'm not musically, like, I don't really play instruments. I'm trying to learn the drums, but not good. Singing voice is questionable, but I was just like, I do not mind sweating a lot and carrying this thing around. So I was like, this is my rock star superpower.
Yeah, absolutely.
So, yeah.
Everybody needs a panda on stage at a concert. Come on.
Everybody get your panda suits. I'll be selling them soon. ThatFcknPanda.com. Buy your panda suit. Get backstage.
You do have merch though, don't you?
I do have t-shirts. Actually, I have some for you.
Oh my God.
They're in my car. But yeah, I do have some t-shirts. If anybody wants a t-shirt, I have some panda t-shirts for sale.
Oh, that's exciting.
And yeah.
Awesome. What has been your most memorable experience? I'm sure you've had a ton, but what's one that sticks out the most?
Oh man, honestly, I think getting on stage with Snoop Dogg.
I'm so glad you mentioned that. How did that happen?
So they were playing at Music Box in Little Italy, San Diego, and I am friends with a lot of the people that work there, and they know about the panda and everything, and they're like, all right, bring your panda suit, like, we're gonna just kind of like let you walk in the front row where they have like the photographers and stuff, and like just see what happens, you know. And so I just go up there and walk in the front, and Snoop sees me, and he just starts laughing, and he's like, there's a panda. He's like, bring the panda up.
Oh my God.
And he has this big dog. Someone is dressed up in a giant dog costume on stage.
Right.
So I get up there and I start just like dancing, like he's playing his like famous song, and I'm like bumping my booty, and I had no idea the dog had like a big fake dick, and he's just throwing it at me, and I'm just like, woo! And then Snoop can't even handle it. He like turns around, he like stops singing and just starts laughing.
Oh
like he can't even like, he just literally like stopped the song and just is like laughing in the middle of the song. And then they like pull me down. They're like, okay, that's enough. And then he's like, oh man, I hope I don't get sued for like a sexual harassment case.
Shoot.
And then like I had no idea what happened. And then like I see the footage the next day. I didn't even realize there's a dog throwing his dick on me. I show my parents. I'm like, aren't you proud of your baby girl? And they're just like, oh God, what is wrong with you? But that was a great moment.
Oh my gosh. So what do your parents think about this?
Well, I don't know. I think they have mixed opinions. I think they think I'm funny. I'm like the entertaining one. I always make them laugh.
That's a good rap, I'd say.
They like it. My mom hates the name, but you know, I'm just like, you know what? I didn't even have a name for the first like half of being a panda. Like I started this in 2008. I didn't even come up with a name until like 2015, 2016.
Oh, so more recent.
Yeah, and then all the good panda names were taken. So, and I was like,
this is a perfect name.
What do I like? What usually happens when, you know, I just show up at concerts and like people are like, "What the fuck?"
There's the fucking panda.
So I was like, well, that fucking panda. There you go.
That's
you probably will have to beep this out, but you know.
I think we'll be okay. a panda cursing shouldn't be a problem whatsoever. So I was snooping around on your Instagram because that's normally what I do, right? Before I invite somebody on, and trust me, there's so many people, there's so many music artists that I, you know, have come across, and I think to myself, like, that would be nice to get them on and to interview them, but I really have to feel this energy from a person's page, you know, what they say, what they're selling, you know, what they're about. And I noticed with That Fckn Panda is that there's this really nice spiritual base that you've set, and I really want to know more about that because it's something that I personally relate to. Yeah. So what started you on your spiritual journey, or what is that about for you?
Yeah, well, I definitely am very spiritual. I feel like I've always kind of been like into that, all like the spirituality, and like I, you know, read The Secret when I was like 17.
Oh,
and watched the movie, and always seeing like angel numbers everywhere and like following the signs. And I wasn't brought up religious at all, but just like always knowing that like we're kind of guided, and you have this higher power, and like but I'd say like it was never, I felt like during like 2020 it really, like for me, like that's kind of when I really like dove deep into it even more so. And I think that was like with breathwork and meditation. So I got certified to become a breathwork and meditation teacher. Wow. And just like really just kind of like, I kind of feel like sometimes like life will like throw these like really crazy hardships at you. Yeah. And like when you go to that point of like deep depression or that really like dark place, it's kind of like that. I guess that happened for me, and I feel like the spirituality and that just really helped me like find peace within myself. Yeah. And like with that, I feel like when you're able to find peace within, then you know everything else kind of gets better around you. Correct. And then you can like raise your vibration and spread like joy and love and happiness. And I feel like that's really just all I want to do, like with the pandas, is to spread like that good energy and good vibes and help other people accept themselves and like love themselves fully and like not judge one another, and just like know we're all just kind of living here in, you know, we're all sharing the same space, but we're all in our own like realities. Right. And so like just try to be a good person. I really believe that like everybody has a story, you know what I mean? And another one of the main purposes of Never Stop the Music is not only to bring light to musicians or artists or people that, you know, like even behind the scenes people, you know, that have to do with putting out this thing that kind of keeps us alive, you know. I feel like when especially during the pandemic or just any time in general where you're not feeling so great, you often turn to music. You know, and that can either help you or just take you into another realm in a sense. And and I love that you are able to express yourself through use of a costume, you know what I mean? It's not something that you see every day, but it's working. And I just think it's so neat because
the way that you express yourself, and now that you're explaining how you were just a little more shy and this kind of helped you come out and be yourself without that fear of judgment, I feel like people listening will kind of bring light to that and allow them to find their own like way of doing that, if that makes sense.
Totally.
It's super neat.
And I feel like there was something like when you asked me about spirituality, like I came across this one book that I really like loved, and it's a very easy read. It's just called The Universe Always Has a Plan by Matt Kahn. And there was this one quote in there, and I remember that, but it was like part of the spiritual journey is using creative expression to transform from a victim to a hero.
Yes.
And I feel like so many artists and musicians and creatives, the way they express themselves is a way to like release trauma or like take their pain and turn it into art and beauty. And I think that's why music has like saved so many people's lives, because it's like this vibration of like, you can just relate to like whatever the feeling is. There's music for everything feeling that you have.
Yeah.
Like whatever it is, like you're feeling like, oh,
absolutely,
or you're like sad. Like there's always something that's gonna like be on that vibration to make you feel like you're not alone.
Right. It's such a creative outlet too, you know.
Yeah.
So when you hear the phrase "never stop the music," what does that mean to you? Like, what comes to mind?
I guess what that means to me is that there's so much beauty and power in music and community, and it brings so many people together that like it can't be stopped. Like the universe is like one verse, and then just having music there for you. And I think that like without music, like I think a lot of people would just feel so lost and empty on the inside.
Absolutely.
Be yourself, like be your authentic self. Let your freak flag fly. Like if you want to dress up like a panda, you want to dress up like a fish, you want to dress up like a giant potato, like whatever you want to do, like do it, because like even if someone thinks it's weird or off the wall or they're gonna judge you, like there's a reason that you have this idea in your head, and it's like because you want to create art or something of like and the thing is, if like it makes you happy, it doesn't really matter what anyone else thinks, because like there's a reason that you want to do it, you know? Like, so just be you, show up as whoever it is that you want to be. If you are shy and you want to dress up like a costume, do it. It's fun. Like, just have more fun in life. Be nice to people. Like, we only live once. Life is short. Like, have fun. Be kind. Listen to music.
I love this so much. So you guys heard it here from this fucking panda. How rad is she, right? I'm gonna link all of her information on the description below. Be sure to follow. She also does work with Listen SD. Listen SD is it's a San Diego music blog. We like cover shows, events. We do a lot of concert giveaways, ticket giveaways. Positioning to be more creative and focus on artists and help artists and support them, but definitely go there to check out events and win free concert tickets and find out what's happening in San Diego. Awesome. Yeah. Thank you so much. Thank you for having me. Check out Never Stop the Music. Follow.